Hi, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns. I know I've been missing in action and I do apologize for that, but I have, this past weekend was knit and run, and it was a full week of working with that kind of stuff and doing that, and I quite frankly was exhausted. I have had a flare-up of fibromyalgia. So I've been having a lot of pain and a lot of cramping and not sleeping well. So I'm still working on those granny squares of Betty's. And that's all I have been doing, a little bit here and there. And then of course going through stuff with Thomas's office, and then going through things here in the house to get rid of, because you know, it's been here 18 years, we haven't used it, might as well just go somebody who might use it. So that's kind of taken a lot out of me. So, there is not going to be anything else. There will be no Wadden tarnation this week. However, today I am going to give you some shout outs. So I am going to do that, and then we'll do the devotional. The other thing is, I wanted to tell you that I did cancel my Mindful Souls subscription. I love the box, but for the amount of money it is, I can buy crystals that I want. They're much larger. I like some of the raw. I do like some of those that are polished and finished. And some of the jewelry, I'll be honest, is kind of cheap. So I did cancel that in option to just go out and buy what I want to buy when I see it. I do have a rock shop that I'm hoping to get to next week. I don't know if I'll get to it or not, but I'm hoping that I'll get there. So there's that. Okay, let's get on to the shout outs, shall we? First one is Patty J. Good. She does a lot of easy DIY craft and home decor ideas, as she puts it, that will make you'll be able to make on a budget. So check her out. Tangled Kitty is crochet. There are some tutorials, but there's only a few up there, and I want to say they were from a couple of months ago or years ago. Then there is Megan Makes Do. She does, she creates free crochet, knitting, and sewing patterns, and she has quite a few of them up there, and I think you'll enjoy those. Then there is Dwayne D. King, and he makes gnomes. That's what he does. He makes gnomes. He tells you how to make gnomes. He goes through it with you, how to make gnomes out of all kinds of materials. Gnome hats, shoes, boots, you name it. He teaches you all that. Then there is Melfina's Magic. This is crochet cooking. This is Donna. And she's all about sharing things like crochet, cooking, crafts, and a lot of wonderful and other crazy things that she loves about life. So she does enjoy doing that, making new friends, and of course knitting along the way. Then there is Steffi Stitch. This is sewing, and she has some sewing tutorials. The Old Country Porch is Catherine, and she does crafts of all kinds. Then there is Rachel's Unique Crafts. She makes crafts of all kinds. Her style is more of the farmhouse primitive. She does a little country mixed with a little French country. She loves lace and pearls. So she shows you how to take ordinary things and turn them into the extraordinary. Rebecca, Stu, and the crew, they are a crafting family, and there are a lot of crafts that they take you through, so check them out. Then there is Thunderbird Handcrafted with Genevieve. Now, Genevieve is from Pennsylvania. She does have a farm. It's the Thunderbird Farm. Most of hers are sewing tutorials, like craft fair items, pricing your items, those kind of things. I think you'll enjoy Genevieve's channel. I believe she has a website that's the Thunderbird Farm. And I think they do a little bit of everything over there, as well as selling courses and different things that they produce on their farm. There is Miriam's Crafting Cottage. Miriam's Crafting Cottage. She does a lot of crafting. Then there is Verna Bradshaw. Now her primary focus with her channel is to show her love of crochet, but she also might include knitting, gardening, and a splatter of diamond painting. And some of us are into all of it, and so we do it all. Then there is Pixie Stitch. This is Veronica, and she does crochet tutorials. Then there is Anvis Granny Handicrafts. Now, if you have done any of the amigurumi blogs, blog hops, you would recognize this name. This is Joy. She does a lot of amigurumi tutorials and patterns, and top notch. They're just great tutorials. So, and also, she does a lot of these patterns she puts up, and they're free. You know, you can pay for them if you don't want all the ads and all that kind of stuff. But check her out. Then there is Crafty Cat. Now, this is Kathy, and she is an avid crafter, as she says. She's been crocheting for about 40 years, and amigurumi is her favorite. I'm telling you, I'm trying to watch more amigurumi so I can get a little better at my amigurumi. She's also done a lot of plastic canvas, needlepoint, and needle felting. She also did a lot of dollhouse minis for a while. Now, she has also fallen in love with diamond painting. She is now obsessed with it, in her own words. She's also been learning to do digital art with Procreate, and that is something that I am looking at playing with a little bit. And then there is Small Gaming Channel, which her gaming channel is Bad Gamer Cat. So she does more with arts and crafts, but if you're into gaming, go check out her gaming channel as well. Then there is Looky Lou Crafts. This is Candace. Now, Candace is a 58-year-old disabled woman. She lives in North Carolina, has 1 son and 2 dogs. She likes to do crafting and recording those journeys. She does like to watch all kinds of crafters, and so she's been doing some videos, crafting and those kind of things. Check out Candace's channel. Then there is Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. Now, I don't know how she finds time to film, but because she is a single mother who works full time. She does a lot of crafting in her spare time, and she used to do a lot of scrapbooking. Then she had her son and got into making jewelry and selling jewelry, and now she says she's doing a lot of paper crafting. So she does that, and she also likes to join some of those collabs. So check out Christy's channel. Then we have Tina's Messy Crafty Life. She loves making homemade cards, paper crafting, and mixed media. She also likes to try a lot of other crafts, and she also does a lot of lives. So you're, getting to do lives while you're crafting with her. This next lady is, I believe it's Thrice in Stitches. Thryss. And that is her name, Thrice, or Thriss. Not sure which it is. She does several crafts, but the one thing that they all have in common is, at the core, they are all about color. She loves color. Now, she's also been legally blind for her whole life, and she is starting to lose her remaining vision. So, on its way out, I'm playing with color as in many ways as I can before it's gone. Dyeing yarn or crocheting, hopefully knitting and painting. She colors her hair and enjoys colorful eyeshadow, anything rainbow and bright. I have a lot of ideas for content, but no clear direction. So, she says there's a lot of randomness there. Who doesn't need a little randomness in their life, right? Then there is Farm Charm Chic. It's a mouthful. This is Emily. She loves to create high-end, budget-friendly, rustic farmhouse DIYs. She loves to use the Dollar Tree items and other dollar store products, as well as thrift store items, to beautify her home. Her style is a mixture of several different types, but includes farmhouse, shabby chic, rustic modern, traditional, and most things vintage. Now, I am going to tell you, one of the things that I find interesting is I love shabby chic, but it just doesn't go with my personality, as to wear and have a lot, but I do love watching it and I do love making it. So there you have it. Sometimes we don't coincide with what goes on in our head, right? Now this last lady is Amy, and her channel is called DIY is My Happy Place. She loves to craft gnomes, and that, she says, is her therapy. She loves how to figure out how to DIY as many things as I possibly can. Crafts, home improvements, decorating, design, food, parties, family gatherings, and everything in between. She watches a lot of how-to videos to learn how to do things, and then she tries to make it on an extremely tight budget. So, that's it for the shout-outs. Like I said, there's no what in tarnation this week. I do apologize. It's just I have a lot going on this week. Hopefully next week we'll be back to normal. There is not going to be a 50 gone this week, and there probably will not be in any topic unless I can find some time and some strength, because tomorrow is a day that I'm over at the college to empty out more things out of Thomas's office, which I may not have to go through it and sort it and all that kind of stuff. So, there you have it. All right, let's get into the devotional for today. Like a child. Truly I tell you, anyone who will not receive the kingdom of God like a little child will never enter it. Mark 10:15, and that is the New International Version. Take a break from the mid-July heat. Now remember, I'm not doing this in order. And picture Christmas morning. Children running down the stairs, tearing gleefully into packages. Every gift brings fresh exclamations of gratitude and joy. Each shiny ornament holds wonder. This, we are told, is the only way to receive the kingdom of God. Like a child on Christmas morning, we must open up to wonder, enthusiasm, and thanks. How is this working in your life? Do you need His help in order to freely receive His gifts? How can you be more childlike in your reception of God's kingdom? And that is an excellent one. I will tell you that Jerry and I today, every other Wednesday, I'm filming this Wednesday night. Every other Wednesday there is a prayer meeting at the church that we go to. And today we had a young lady that worked in a refugee center in the Ukraine. She's been there, I think, for past year, I believe. She came back in August, the end of August. She presented a program where she told us about this refugee center. She told us stories about some of the people that were there. And it was it was just interesting. Same time it was devastating. A lot of these people lost their homes, lost their lives, and they can't go home, and they want to go home. But I learned something about the Ukraine. I did not realize that the southern portion speaks mostly Russian. I thought it was a mix of Russian and Ukrainian. It's not. The northern western is more Ukrainian language. But if you are over there in the southern tier, you probably do need to speak Russian or be around someone who does speak Russian so that you can understand and translate what's going on. But it was very interesting, the stories that she told us about the people and their struggles that they were going through. She told us about a family that had 11 children. 3 of the children are older boys, and they are fighting on the front lines. One of them has been captured, and they do not know what is going on with him. So he is in captivity. But the 8 children lived in Mariupol, and when they went, they'd gone back on to, I think, Romania to visit family, friends, and then when they came back, their apartment building had completely been destroyed. The children and the parents got separated, and they were going from bomb shelter to bomb shelter, could not find the parents. The kids couldn't. Parents couldn't find the kids, but when it came time to evacuate, they did meet up. So that was a miraculous story. And then we got to hear some of the other horrible things that happened. But it's very hopeful. And I just pray this war in Ukraine ends soon. You know, because it's bad. All right, guys. I'm going to end there. As always, be kind to one another. Love one another. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Get out there and see this big, beautiful world we live in. And sometimes God works some miraculous things. All right, guys. See you again soon. Bye. I did forget. I'm going to put some footage of the knit and run here at the end. But I will tell you, we only had one biker that showed up on a bike because it was overcast and cloudy and they thought it was going to rain. So the rest of them came in cars and vans and those kind of things. But it was still a great success. And they welcomed a new biker into their midst this year. A lovely little baby girl. And she was in her Harley outfit, and it was absolutely wonderful. Most of the music that you're going to hear in the video is some of YouTube's, canned music that you can add because I stripped the voices out, those kind of things. But we did have one young lady. Her name is Pam Blesh. She plays piano. She does it beautifully. She loves whippets and has a whippet who is a therapy dog. And her name is Marigold. Now, she was there in her biker gear, and you get to see her in her biker gear. So, I hope you'll enjoy that little bit of the video, and I do leave a little bit of her piano playing in there, and there are some people talking in the background because they're trying to guess what she's playing, because that's one of the things she likes to do. She'll start playing one thing, then she'll move into something else, and you have to guess what she's playing. Kind of like Name That Tune. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy it. Bye.
They're all scared. That's all of them.
They're scared. Are you serious? Hello, Miss Wynn.
She has a motorcycle helmet.
She's got a motorcycle gear on. Seriously? That was anticlimactic.
P.O.Box directs it.
Okay.
We get lots of practice. Yeah, it's really fun.
We're going 90 miles an hour. Next we sit down.